this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this card with the Nature's Harvest bundle, and it's part of the Harvest Meadow Suite. All right, here is the Nature's Harvest bundle. It is part of the Harvest Meadow Suite in the mini catalog that you can find on page 54 with all these lovely samples, and then all the suite items are on page 55. So you have the lovely DSP that you can see here, and the brushed metallic dots, and the time-worn type embossing folder that I'm going to show you on this card. And last but not least, the beautiful diamond weave ribbon that I'm going to also use on this card. So for this card, I've already cut out all of the elements here, and I've embossed some very vanilla. This is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 that I'm going to layer. Oh, nope, it's not. I need to trim it. But this is 4 by 5 1/4. So I need to trim this down to 3 7/8 right here by 5 1/8. So this is tricky to do 5 1/8 on here. So I better measure more precisely. Okay, let's see how this looks. That looks pretty good. I think I can do a little bit more off of that edge. That looks a little bit crooked. There we go. That's better. Okay, so now let's see how this layers. Okay, that's much better. Okay, so now to kind of bring out the embossing, I'm going to put a little bit of ink on top with a sponge dauber. So I've got a crumb cake little sponge dauber here, and I'm just gonna kind of wipe some off on a piece of scrap paper, and then I'm just gonna very gently, very lightly just rub the ink across the top of the embossing folder, and then you start to really see the embossing come out. I hope you're seeing this. It's really fun technique you can do. Really easy, but it just really brings out the embossing. I hope you can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna layer this on top of the soft succulent. So this is very vanilla again. And then I've got some soft succulent. And then I'm going to add a little strip of the designer series paper here. And gonna just trim that off to 5/8 as well. Okay, let's see if that's much better. I wish the mini trimmer was just a wee bit longer, but that, or wider, I should say, but that is okay. I still love it. It still works very nicely. Okay, so now I'm gonna add on all of my little pieces here. I've got Cajun Craze and crumb cake and early espresso. And then I did this in soft succulent, and I'm just going to trim off this little piece right here. This is Bumblebee. And then I will add a little glue dot on the bottom of the flower so I can attach it to the stem. So we'll just put a little glue dot right there. And this piece is gonna get popped up. It will let me add a glue dot, and then we'll just put it right there. And then I stamped with Bumblebee on top of the flower there to get a little bit of added color. So I'm just going to clean off this stamp. grab the bumblebee, and I'm just gonna stamp like a couple times on here and get that extra texture up there. It's kind of fun. And then now I'm going to adhere everything. So I'm gonna use a little sponge. You can find little sponges at your local craft store, and then some liquid glue. And then it makes it super quick and easy to add all of your elements. So just going to add the Cajun Craze piece first over here. It just barely fits on here. And then we'll add the crumb cake piece. Okay, so we'll get a little bit more glue on here. We'll just dab the flowers first. I'll get some down here. And we'll put that over on this side. And then we'll do the tree bark. That's in early espresso. So we'll just start down here. Get some on all the edges. And we'll put the tree bark over here. And then we're ready for our nice big flower. And this one we're gonna put dimensionals on. So we can do some mini dimensionals on the leaves. And then we can do some larger ones or just some edges on the top piece. So I'm just gonna try to cut off an edge here. And we'll do one more half one up at the top. And there we have our flower. And then a couple last embellishments. We're going to wrap the ribbon around the card. It will be a little bit thick, but I think it's really pretty. So I'm just gonna trim that off about there. Oh. My scissors aren't as sharp anymore. So just wrap it around and just tie a knot. So we'll go this way to try to make it a little bit less bulky. And then tuck it through and just pull on one end here. Try to slip the knot over there. Okay, and then let's try this again slowly so we get a nice trim here. I'm gonna go this way. There we go. And then this last bit is also on dimensionals, so I can use up the rest of my piece here. Whoops, wow. That went flying. So we'll just put these on all the corners. Grab the one that flew away. And start with the new one. Try to put one in the middle so it doesn't sag. And then we get to add some of the fun adhesive dots. Make sure this is right side up. There we go. And then we've got these adhesive dots. So I started using these over here, and I'm going to use the brass ones because I think the brass ones are nice with this. So we'll put a big one over here, and we'll do two small ones over here. And there we have our very lovely Nature's Harvest card. So I'm offering a free card kit when you either purchase the bundle, the Nature's Harvest bundle, or place a $50 order using my current hostess code. I will send you this kit if you email me and let me know that you would like it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial on the Nature's Bundle, which is part of the Harvest Meadow Suite. Please check out my other videos by subscribing and clicking on the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I post a new video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.